Hold up, hold up. Yeah. Hold up, hey. Hold up,
this
hold
is
up.
D, and when I'm in the water, I must check in with the big thirsty.
All right, all you ambulance chasers, I'd like to welcome y'all back to another episode of the Big Thirsty Show. Now, this one here is called You Can Be an Empire or a Debtor, but you can't be both. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Depends on wherever you are on the planet. Welcome to the Big Thirsty Show, episode 57. We don't chase ambulances, we're the driver. So let's buckle up. Now, first we're going to start on a heavy note. We lost a reggae legend, a world famous legend, internationally speaking. The legendary Jimmy Cliff at the age of 81. Now his wife confirmed he passed from a seizure and pneumonia. Jamaica announced he'll have an official funeral. Confirmed from the cultural ministry. 7 decades of music. The man gave us The Harder They Come, Many Rivers to Cross, Sitting in Limbo, and my personal favorite, You Can Get It If You Really Want It. Now, y'all didn't come here to hear Big Thirsty sing, so we're going to get back to the script. Although we're unscripted here on the Big Thirsty Show. Y'all go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that share button. Tell a friend to tell a friend that Big Thirsty is on the mic and he's definitely going in. Hit the Cash App. Sign in and tap in on the website. You already know the call letters because they already on the screen, man. But man, enough respect to Jimmy Cliff, man. You know, man, he just wasn't a singer, man. He was the first Jamaican that hit the big screen, man. He was the first Bob Marley, with all respect due. So to the Cliff family, blessing, strength, unity. Jamaica is grieving with you. Now on a happier reggae note, the King Yellowman graced the presence of the Crescent City, New Orleans. And he came here, man, and he moshed it up in a rubbered up style right here at the Chicky Wawa. So, hey, man, you New Orleansers, man, we on a sad note, we hit a high note, man. King Yellowman. Enough respect to Winston Foster, Karima, man, the Sagittarius Band, and we can go on the Volcano Posse, June Laws, Yellowman, Fathead, and the list goes on. Shout out to Billy Boyo. That's for all our reggae lovers out there, man. We're gonna try to get Ben Hur on the line, man. Get some of his cause he's the local people's champ here in the Crescent City, man. We're gonna get him on the line, man. Get some condolences out to the Cliff family, man. See if we can hear something from the horse's mouth. So, man, Miss Universe. Now, we got a Latina domination going on, man. Over in Bangkok, Miss America 2025, the crown sits on the head of Fatima Bosch of Mexico. After a dramatic week of public scoldings, contestant walkouts, allegations of disrespect, Mexico said, "We still here. Come at me, bruh." So, President Claudia Sheinbaum congratulated her, calling Bosch a symbol of dignity and empowerment. So the top 5 was Thailand, Venezuela, Philippines, Cote d'Ivoire, but Mexico takes the cake, man. Ooh wee, man. And man, we had a vicious riot in Jamaica. I'm sorry, in Mexico, but Claudia Sheinbaum stands tall. So, and while here in America, where they're deporting Hispanics, Mexico is over there running the table on the Miss Universe. So, is being Latina, is it a blessing and a curse, or just proof that the culture is undefeated? Shout out to Claudia Sheinbaum again. So, man, here locally, right here in the Crescent City, the Nola, you heard me? Man, we had the real Super Bowl, man, the Bayou Classics 2025. Now, man, Southern came from down the street, the Baton Rouge, and man, they piled in from the top of the boot, man, that Grambling, USA, and they was from the Cooper Road, they was from Shreveport, they was from Natchitoches, they was from Alexandria. I mean, they coming on down that boot to the shoestrings and the tiptoe. But it went down, man. But Southern pulled it off again, 4 years in a row. And that kicker, man, I know he had to walk back to Grambling. Man, you didn't miss twice in a row, man. Oh, man. But the bands showed out. The tailgates were biblical. And the party, the after party, and the after parties, you know what goes on in New Orleans, stays in New Orleans. You know how that is. You heard. So listen, man, some of y'all are still recovering. I saw folks leaving Bourbon Street looking like they got drafted into a war that they didn't even sign up for. Man, but all that energy led directly into our next story, because while the city was packed with visitors celebrating culture, somebody else had their eyes on New Orleans. Now, Governor Jeff Landry, he publicly encouraged and welcomed ICE and Border Patrol into the city. What followed was Operation Catahoula Crunch, known on the streets as Operation Swamp Sweep. Over 250 federal agents aiming to detain 5,000 people, according to AP and The Guardian. The stated target, people with criminal backgrounds. But civil rights groups are warning these sweeps are hitting whole communities. Federal SUVs, checkpoints, Spanish-speaking families in fear, and on and on. People are scared. Legal aid groups overwhelmed. Churches opening doors. And if that wasn't enough, the Louisiana National Guard have been seen patrolling the French Quarter. Governor Landry requested the deployment despite crime trending down. New Orleans feels less like a party city and more like a checkpoint. Man. So, President Trump signs Executive Order Genesis, like in the Bible. Ooh wee, man. Let there be. Anyway, it's not funny, man. Executive Order Genesis. Nationally, President Trump signed Executive Order Genesis, officially a strategic restructuring initiative for national advancement. Unofficially, another data grab, power consolidation, federal reorganizing, being sold as it's a Kickstarter campaign. So man, Palantir, Peter Thiel, JD Vance, man, a wet dream for them and a nightmare for you. Social media people, consolidation. Go look at that movie. I can't even think of it. I will put it on the screen. But man, they made a whole Netflix binge watch series about it. And man, we need to check it out because it went from TV to your house. So these podcasters, the podcast wars, Erika Kirk, we cannot stop talking about Erika Kirk, Charlie Kirk, and the internet detectives. And while the government is playing musical chairs, Candace, Owens, and Joe Rogan are suddenly playing Sherlock Holmes, connecting random paper trails to Erika Kirk. Meanwhile, social media won't let the suspicious circumstances of Charlie Kirk's death go, especially the claims of an ex post facto pregnancy. The math ain't mathing. No official confirmation, no verified reporting, but the internet detectives, they don't need that. They just need vibes and screenshots. The bomb that didn't explode. Now, internationally, the Israeli Defense Forces reportedly fired a GBU-39B into Lebanon, and it didn't detonate. Washington is now emphatically requesting their bomb back. Now, let that sink in. You know, the fear is, hey, man, that could get in Chinese hands, Russian hands, Iranian hands, man, reverse engineers, and then last shall be first and the first shall be last. But that's like losing your phone at a house party and calling the host like, hey, can I come pick up my classified hardware? So, man, China is playing 4D chess and the U.S. is playing TikTok trends. Now, America is still arguing about TikTok challenges and cultural wars, while the national debt is 38 trillion and climbing. Meanwhile, Venezuela, the U.S. Meanwhile, in Venezuela, the U.S. and Maduro's government are having a Mexican standoff with North Korea as a wild card.
All right, y'all. So this is y'all already know who I am. I know y'all get tired of saying I'm Big Thirsty and this is the Big Thirsty Show. But the chickens are coming home to roost in America. Pun intended. I'm out here in Abita Springs and it's really going down. I got the baddest man on the land behind the camera, and I don't have his permission to say who he is or use his image and likeness yet. But let's get back to Donald Trump. Donald Trump just signed an executive order on the low. That is the genesis. So all of y'all Facebookers, all y'all podcasters that's talking about criminal stuff on the internet, man, they got something for you. Y'all go back and read that book, 1984. Y'all go Google Peter Thiel. Find out who J.D. Vance really is and if Erika Kirk is his baby mama. This is Big Thirsty of the Big Thirsty Show from a secret location with my main man Dominique, and we are gonna give y'all the tea. We gonna give y'all the gossip, the footage, and the non-mundane facts, because it's facts over fiction.
Acting on the periphery and the Ukraine falling apart politically and the fall off with Zelensky. Man, it's happening. And Putin just warned Europe, we don't want a war, but we're fully prepared for the war. Now in geopolitical, the interpretation of that is, I'm not looking for trouble, but I'm darn sure gonna finish it. Man, we can go on and on about that. And Europe, man, Europe is like an old dinosaur, and they thinking Big Brother Trump is gonna run. Man, hey man, Europe, man, y'all sit it down and lay it down, man. Anyway, now, so we had Black Friday and sober, it was sober, Cyber Monday, but who's buying nothing? Me. Because, man, the communities across the country, they took to the internet waves and they put out a hey, shout out to the West Side Hat Company. They put out if you want to support something, shout out go buy something from the West Side Hat Company. Go to their website and get some of this gear and tell them Big Thirsty sent you here. You might even get a discount. Anyway, but leave them a tip and hit the cash app, hit the like button, because it's going down, man. Support the locals. You know what I'm saying? Make Thirsty rich. Anyway, man, I'm rich already, because if money is what it takes to be rich, man, I'm a poor man standing. But if the sunshine and the good vibes makes you rich, then Thirsty is a gazillionaire. Anyway, man, so now the propaganda from the media says that $11.2 billion was spent on Black Fridays. Now, man, you know, the internet detectives, they've been putting up video evidence posted online of empty Targets, empty Best Buys, and empty Walmarts. Now, you can say, oh, well, you know, people are online and they're shopping with Jeff Bezos and the Amazon orders. But the Amazon people are, I'm not seeing a gang of Amazon trucks rolling through here, you know, and plus a lot of them are quitting, man, overworked, underpaid. But anyway, man, so say, hey, these are padded numbers. Others are mad about these weird Target swag bags that they done went out in the cold and stood in line and got some Uno cards and some lip gloss. And on Reddit, people had already leaked, hey man, that's gonna be a scam, man. But you know, remember the old spirit of the real Black Friday when you camped out? Man, they camped out in front of Target for some Uno cards, man. Anyway, man, either way, America's relationship with consumption ain't consuming like it used to. Now, Hurricane Melissa. Man, you know, Jamaica. Pray for Jamaica, man. We got moshed up at a Babylon style right there on Yard. But, man, so Hurricane Melissa left devastation across the island. Homes, roads, livelihoods gone. And already, man, it's been reports of land grabbers, predatory offers, investors circling through St. Mary's like a shark mod. But man, so don't go for it, man. Let's Jamaica, we're gonna stand tall, we're gonna rebuild it all, It's legacy over leverage, and pray for Jamaica. And go online and keep the donations and the GoFundMe's and support going in. Shout out to ED, who's out there rebuilding his community he comes from. Now, so from Jimmy Cliff to New Orleans under siege to global powers playing chess while America's stuck in TikTok loops, remember the quiet part out loud. Empires fall when they forget they're mortals. Debtors fall when they forget they're broke. But here at the Big Thirsty Show, we're going to keep you tapped in, hydrated, and we're going to tell you the truth. This is your host with the most that's going to give y'all that hot butter on your toast. That is Big Thirsty. And sometimes I'm known as King Tedros of Ethiopia. But man, we gonna try to get Big Brother Ben to find out what time it is here in the city, the people's champ. Peace and love. And we always gotta remember and salute the prophet and the philosophy and opinions of the prophet Kendrick Lamar of Compton, USA. And turn your TV off and throw your Drake albums away.
All right, y'all. Y'all know how we do it here on the Big Thirsty Show. Y'all tired of me saying that this is I'm Big Thirsty of the Big Thirsty Show, but this is the big trade right here on the Big Thirsty
What's
Show.
good? What's up? What's up? What's up?
We just want to know what's going on. You got a green screen in the background. What's happening today, man? What you got
Today
going?
we shooting a Hot Boys reunion. You heard me? If y'all ain't seen the Hot Boy House, we shooting a Hot Boy House reunion today. Y'all ain't see a Hot Boy House, y'all gotta go back and see that thing. You can search Trey Lopez Hot Boy House on YouTube. It's for the free. It's the best thing you're gonna get on YouTube for free. You hear me? Yeah, go get that,
man. Y'all go get that. How you love that? Get your roll on. The number one stunner right here with that bling bling.
Yeah, man, yeah. We got a ton on him here, man. And then y'all also gotta go get the official song we made from the Hot Boy House. Throw your wrists up, you dig? Yeah, go. You can get that on all platforms. Throw your wrist up. Yo, spell Y-O. Throw your wrist up. You hear me? Yeah.
Yo.
Fighting with that nigga, my brother, you need to stay out family business, that gon' get you in trouble.
Hurry up and buy. 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 Hurry up and buy.
All right, coming from the #1 ambulance chaser, where we take control of the ambulance. This is Big Thirsty, and it's not JD Vance. Everything we say is alleged. Read the disclaimer, because we're backed up by that USDA code. And so, Big Thirsty is about to enforce the code. Yeah, signing out another episode of the Big Thirsty Show. Y'all keep tapped in and find out what's really going on in the streets internationally. We keep our ears to the pavement, and we doing it daily. Shout out to Trey Lopez, man. With a name like that, man, you might have to watch out for them boys. Anyway, man, shout out to the Hot Boy House. Man, all my boys out there, Simo, cause you see no evil, and the rest of the crew. We can't forget Dog Food, Big Wink 119. And man, I can name y'all on. Go get them pickles from Millie B's. You heard me?